first tip is hands down, and this probably goes in with also with eating, it's to make a plan together. I always think, and I educate my patients, and it's the same with your kids. If you tell them what to do, it's different than teaching them why. So why are we reducing our screen time? Or why are we doing these changes of how we're sitting or using our eyes or glasses, however we're implementing these tips, why are we doing it? And just giving them a few little pointers of how it stresses the eye and how it actually helps with their sleep to reduce eye stress with the digital exposure and the blue light can in and of itself be a reason why the child actually accepts it. So make a plan and do it with your kids. Number two, you want to actually boost natural blue light in the daytime. So the sun is the biggest blue light emitter in our on our earth. So we want to actually have that natural sun boost in the day so that we get our proper patterns towards the evening. So we want that low melatonin in the daytime and we want that exceptional darkness at night. So being outside, and that goes also with Dr. Patel, which she probably has heard about myopia issues and how being outside helps with nearsightedness. So daytime, being outside in the sun, whatever amount of time you can do, it's fine. Again, we do what we can. We can't be perfect. Then you want to actually really reduce your blue light exposure roughly around 2 hours before sleep. So you either don't use any digital device 2 hours before sleep, or you could actually invest in proper blue light reducing glasses. There's different brands out there, and it's definitely growing. And you've probably seen a lot of commercials and things like that, and it works. Just make sure that it's absorbing enough and really hitting that lower tier wavelength mark, which is around below 450 nanometers. Then we want tip four, where we want to have our room lights on when we're using digital devices. And that's going back to the pupil size. We want to reduce our children's pupil sizes while they're using digital devices. And last but not least, which is it should probably be number one, too, is looking at the diet. Michelle's going to talk about this a little bit more, but we want to have proper intakes of carotenoids, which are basically these phytonutrients that we get from green leafy vegetables primarily, the yolk of an egg as well. And the biggest bang for our buck is lutein and zeaxanthin. And again, those two carotenoids are not spoken about. Mostly right now, everybody's talking about blue light glasses, which is fine, but we also have to talk about not the out to in, but the in to out, right? So we want to replenish the macular area and help fight off some of these damaging rays naturally, and that's by ingesting it in our diets. So including green leafy vegetables, which, as I said, Michelle might give us some more tips on a daily form, is really important. And again, educating our children why we're doing it is probably the most important for compliance. And lastly, it's going back to the melatonin precursor, making sure that we're getting enough protein in our kids' diets too, which today's highlight is tryptophan.